Hello and welcome back to Custom Craziness. Today we're continuing our march through round one with the 7 versus 10 match. Over on the left in the 10 seed, we've got the Boxers and the Nobles. This is a waste and power boost deck. They're going to be forcibly playing opponents' minions, generally using their power to their advantage, but they've also got hefty power increases of their own, which makes them very fast if they see the right cards. Hopefully we get to see some of that in action today. Then over on the right in the 7 seed, we've got Jellyfish and Pokemon. We don't have any Jellyfish cards in our opening hand, but we've got some Pokemon cards. This is a general swarm deck, but they've also got some stalling and movement capabilities, so they can spread their power around and bring the game down to their pace. And they've got a very well-rounded toolkit. They're a bit of a jack of all trades. All right, let's just get right into it. As always, we're starting off with the lower seed going first and our low risk base deck. And looking at this opening hand, you can kind of read these cards and see that Boxers have a lot of terminal actions, which means that their action economy isn't great. Even Title Belt, which is a minion modifier, we don't have a minion to play it on yet, but we can still start somewhere. We could start with the Novu Reach on the Underdark, because if we do manage to waste some minions here, that's going to really hurt Jellymon. We can also just put it on Shadow Realm and see what happens. Nothing wrong with that. I think I'd actually prefer that, even though we would be able to dodge the cost of Underdark if we play something there now. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I would like revealing the hand to show we can't discard any more minions, because that is pretty big. So I think we're just going to do Shadow Realm and then pass. Alright, good. We got another minion to play. An Underdog is a very good minion in a waste context, because it means that even if we would be losing normally, we can swing some of the power to our advantage. Alright, and what do we got over here? We've got all of the Pokemon 3s, which are kind of not what we want to see on Shadow Realm. We don't really want to play something onto Underdark because all the 3s are pretty good. Let's see. We can play Grottle on Seedeye Grove and Future Sight. And that's fine, I think. Yeah, we don't really want to give them card draw, even if it would mean getting a smaller breakpoint. Like, we're not going to be going for that next turn. So I think we can just settle for stationing some stuff on Seedeye Grove. Be ready to pop that once something else breaks. And it gives us free reign to use Future Sight for now. Yeah. Alright. Use Future Sight. Don't Go in the Water and Atolla are both. I'm sorry, we should have used Grottle's ability to search our deck for mini power tools and draw it. I think that's going to be a Narcomedusa. Narcomedusa is just a very good minion. Now we will do Future Sight. Alright. Turtwig's fine. Trick Room is also fine. Hmm. We've got some minions that we can actually play, so I think we can afford to bottom deck Turtwig for the moment. Trick Room's going to be nice because that's going to help set up Quilava in a little bit. So I think we'll put Turtwig on the bottom and Trick Room on top. That was minion in action. Now we can draw. Okay. Oh, and I'll leave this on screen for your reading enjoyment for a second. Alright. What are we doing? Breakpoint goes down. Something tells me we're not going to get power out of this Nova Reach. Hmm. Don't want to do ringside recovery before we have cards in our discard pile. Uh, Bit of a tough spot. None of this stuff really helps us break the base. Like, it's not stuff we want to be using right now. We can just put an underdog on Shadow Realm, but that's inviting them to put like a 3 there, or even a 2, and farm it for draw. Mm. We could also put the underdog on the Underdark. Uh, Again, revealing our hand is not the greatest, but I think nobles do generally want to spread out, especially if they've already got a reach somewhere. Um, Underdark will score eventually, and getting a head start on it is fine. Underdog's a better minion to get started there with than the Novo Reach, certainly. So I think now we can afford to reveal the hand. And revealing both quick jabs is definitely not good. Just tells the opponent that they're primed and ready to go, or they will be very soon. And again, there's nobody to play Title Belt on. Has to be a minion of power 4 or more. Alright, now we got some minions. Alright, this stuff. Now the idea here is that we can play Trick Room on the same base as Future Sight. And then well, it actually doesn't help us set up Quilava. Well, yeah, Future Sight does let us set up Quilava. So wait, what we should do is do Future Sight first. Trade Evolution. I haven't liked this card. I have a feeling it's not good in this context, especially since we know they have title belts. They only just got a 4 now. Well, they don't even know they have a 4, but they know they have title belt and they didn't have any other minions. So letting them have access to that for free, not necessarily the best. Torterra is good though. Torterra is now on top of the deck. This should be here. We can play the Narco, and then we can play Trick Room. And that's not the worst thing ever. If we do Quilava into Torterra, that's 3 plus 4 is 7. Torterra would get another power for 8. That's 10 total. Yeah, no. Ain't no way. God, Shadow Realm is breaking. We can play the Narco and move it to Underdark next turn if we don't think that we're going to be able to break Shadow Realm, just to get presence on Underdark without paying the cost. Oh, it is player move, never mind. I need that base, I should know that. Alright, so Trick Room means we draw 1 less card right now, but at the start of turn, draw 2. Alright, Shadow Realm goes back down. Alright. What's going on over here? We could play a Lady in Waiting as a 5. We could genuinely do that. Getting rid of a narco is not bad, especially since it's one that they search for with Grottle. Just kind of twist the knife a little bit. If we do that, this is, what, 8, 9? We need 9 more power after that. Quick jab would be 3. And we don't have a good minion to play after that, actually. Eh. We don't really want to play anything on Shadow Realm right now, because that'll start giving them card draw. Although it does, what it would allow is that the breakpoint would go up. If we think that they would want to break it on their turn, and we don't want that. But yeah, we don't have enough power to bust anything. Like quick jabs is basically three free power, but it's not uh, by itself gonna do 9 power. Like we don't have anything to chain it into. If we were able to get Title Belt out in a reasonable way, then that would help. But our only 4 is terminal. Like if there's even a bigger minion on Underdark for Underdog to sap power from, we could put Title Belt on him. But there's not. I'm not going to waste a terminal power card on giving him some power just to put Title Belt on him. That doesn't really even work. So yeah, I think we just play Reach probably on Shadow Realm. And we kind of just cry at our action economy. Oh, there we go, Haymaker. There we go, now we can start slinging some big power drops. Okay, and like I said, the breakpoint goes up. Narcomedusa can gain 2 power, or it can move to somewhere else. I think we're going to prefer it gains 2 power. Oh, we also draw 2 cards first with Trick Room. And with Shadow Realm. What are we doing? If we go for Shadow Realm, what would we do? We could play Quilava. Well, okay. I guess we can approach it from this perspective. We're probably not moving the Narco to Underdark, because we can just play a Narco there if we decide that we don't want to go for Shadow Realm. And because we'd be paying a cost either way. So we'll just give the Narco power for now. See what we get. Start with Future Sight. Ooh, Invertebrate. Invertebrate Conquest is very nice. This is kind of Jellyfish's payoff card. What we could do, potentially, is Quilava into Froakie if we put both these on top of our deck. How much would that be? That would be 11, 13, 14 essentially. And then we have... Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot. Yeah, once again, I think we're not quite ready to go. So I think we can just put Froakie on the bottom, put Invertebrate Conquest on top. And I'm torn on whether we want to play Torterra or we want to play Narco. Because playing Torterra would be nice for uh, breaking the base next turn. We could also put it on somewhere safer like Underdark, where it's more likely that we'll be able to break it next turn. But that also gives a target for Underdog. Hmm. I think we could just play the Narco on Underdark and discard Atolla. And that'll give this Narco more power next turn. We can move that Narco over. We can jigsaw our Narcos however we want, basically. Assuming that Shadow Realm's still around. If Shadow Realm is not still around, then we just go for Underdark instead. Okay. And we put, yeah, this should be inverted conquest, yeah. So yeah, we'll play Narco, discard Atolla. And let's see. Action, we can play Jellyache. We know they have knockout uppercut. So putting Jellyache over on Shadow Realm might be nice to make sure that oh my. To make sure that we maintain presence there. I think I like that idea. Because that's probably the base they're going to go for. And we don't want to get caught out in the lurch getting solid. Alright. Ooh, Jelly Jam. Very good. This goes down. Oh, actually they should not see Jelly Jam yet. That's going to be at the start of the turn. Alright. Can these guys do something this turn? They didn't draw a minion at the end of the turn, so hopefully the answer is yes. Let's see, the waiting would be a 5 for, what is that? We need to add 12, so it would be a 5. We need to add 7 with actions. So we could do quick jabs, discard 4 with Haymaker. That would be a pretty simple way to do it. And we've got ringside recovery in hand, so if anything vital gets discarded, we can get it back. Alternatively, can we go for Underdark? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, they're playing a 2 into the Underdog is annoying. You can't even power it up somehow. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. And unfortunately, the Novirishas cannot power up. Do quick jabs, give somebody 3. And we definitely have the highest power total in play, so we can play another action, which will be Haymaker. Discard 4 cards from the top of our deck. Unless we want to get rid of Royal Pain. Yeah, we'll get rid of Royal Pain and 3 off the top. 1, 2, ooh. That's pretty bad. Again, we've got ringside recovery to sort of counterbalance it though. And we'll give +4. In case you missed it, we discarded the Noble's Leader, which is bad. But we can get stuff back with ringside recovery, so we're fine. We're fine. Alright, Shadow Realm scores, no specials, no specials. So Jellyfish was a bit of a waste, but better safe than sorry. Ooh. Yay, the forge. We get to see the new future counters. Alright. Cool. Let's see, what are we doing? We start with Trick Room. Now they see Jelly Jam. Can they break Seed Grove? That would be nice. Probably. I could move the Narco over 5. They could see what they get with Future Sight. Well, okay. Let's start with Underdark, maybe. Because we can go for Seed Grove afterward. This needs 14 to break. Or it would be 16 if we power up the Narco. There we go. Maybe 12. With Quilava, ideally, what would happen is we play it as we reveal an action and discard it for power. Can Quilava power itself up? Yeah, it can. So, hypothetically, we could do Quilava and then Invertebrate Conquest to move everybody into Underdark, and we only have to discard 1 minion. How much power would that be? That would be 5 plus another 3 is only, it's only 8. Hmm. 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 We have to do this before we commit the Narco, before we do Future Sight. Can we do Seed Grove now? I think we'd rather just keep it around for a little bit longer. So yeah, maybe what we do this turn is we'll do Jelly Jam this turn. Yeah, okay, so we'll do Future Sight now. Ooh, Jirachi. Those are both good cards. I think we keep those both on top. And we'll actually draw Jirachi. I mean, we could play Quilava to play Jirachi. On the fort, that's not a bad idea. We definitely could do that. When we have both them out, we can play Jelly Jam on the Forge, maybe? Yeah, I think I like that idea. Alright, we'll play Quilava, we'll play Jirachi, and then we'll play Jelly Jam on the Forge as well. Oh, and the Forge will give us some future counters. We'll do a draw and a power, I think. Okay. That should not be reduced. There we go. I think we're good now. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And now these appreciate. Alright. This power goes away. Do we ringside recovery now? I don't think we want to because we're not going to get the bonus. Would we be able to break Underdark this turn, adding 14 power? Hmm. Let's think here. Bruiser would be 7. We could bank the action play, use Underdog to get that up to power 4 and play Title Belt. Then we can do quick jabs and double that 3 for 6. That'd be 7 plus 6 is 13. Knockout uppercut is 15. It's once per turn, right? Yeah, it's once per turn. Huh, I didn't realize that reaction was global. That's interesting. But yeah, we can't break Underdark this turn. Can we break C-Day Grove this turn? That seems unlikely. We'd need 10 power, considering we can't do that. We can't do 14 Underdark. We're 3 short of doing that. We can only add 11 in Underdark. That's with playing Tidal Bolt. Let's see. Bruiser. Knockout. That'd be 5. Then we can play Tidal Belt. Ringside. We don't have another minion to get the. We could play. No, yeah, we can't play Title Belt in a way that lets us double the power on C-Day Grove. So I guess the best thing for us to do right now is to hop on the future counter train. Yeah, because we can't break Underdark, we can't break C-Day Grove. It's not uh, sensible for us to put a minion on C-Day Grove before we want to break it, especially with presence already there from the opponent. So we'll just do this. I think we can take a reshuffle counter, get back the Duchess without using ringside. Although, we're not playing another action this turn. How much power? Oh yeah, they've got a lot. I think they're content to hold on to ringside until they get another really good card to shuffle back alongside Duchess. In the meantime, they can take a reshuffle counter from the Forge to get back Duchess as well. Yeah, I like that plan. Cool. Clinch is good. Alright. Let's see. We got Jelly Jam and Jirachi. And Trick Room. What do we do first? And we've got Narco. Let's do Jirachi first. Would we have? We can get rid of the other Atolla maybe, but Jirachi is so good for not ready that having a minion to play with not ready seems kind of nice. We'll still start with Jirachi, I think. Oh, well, I guess we have to draw that, right? Yeah, that's probably for the best. Nah, then we'll do Jelly Jam. Cyndaquil. Well, I think we're going to be doing Invertebrate Conquest, so we're going to try and save Jirachi. Keep Jirachi out for as long as possible. And Forge will react, give us a reshuffle counter. And then Jelly Jam will go to another base. That's probably going to go to here. And then we draw 2 from Trick Room. and the Narco will power up as well. Alright, now we can start doing some damage with Invertebrate Conquest. Even if it ends up just moving Kolava and Cyndaquil over. I mean, we could also move Grottle over and play a replacement minion over on Cedar Grove. We don't really have anything good to discard with the Underdark, but I think we just kind of have to take the hit because that's such a good base. We need 11 power there. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be 9. Trying to think what minion we could play. Typhlosion, technically. We could play Typhlosion on the Forge, use one of these counters, and then move all three of those minions over. The entire fire line. Get this, and this. That'd be funny. That'd be what? 2, 3, 4 is 9, 10. Yeah, that would be enough. That would definitely be enough. Who knows, maybe we'll draw a better minion discard with the Underdark. With our draw counter. No, but that is still a very good card to see. So yeah, we'll do this. Gain a draw counter. These guys all get +1. Then we play Invertebrate Conquest. Move all of these guys over. Oh, we should have used Future Sight before we did that. It's okay. I think we'll be okay. And we have to discard a minion for moving one or more minions to the Underdark. It's nice that we did that all in one go, so we only have to discard one. I think we do discard the Atolla. Atollas are really good, but they're just not as good as these. Right now we will use Future Sight. Better late than never, you know. Ooh. Okay, so what we can do is leave both these on top. We only draw level up with Trick Room, and then Jelly Jam will play the Narco. Guaranteed. Yeah. Okay. Alright. The Underdark is scoring. I don't think there are any specials relevant. I mean, we got Shadow Sneak, but we're not going to play it. We're going to play that after the base course. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, they got nothing. So it's 5 to 6. We'll play Shadow Sneak to return Typhlosion. Oh, no. Alright. Cool. Get rid of all this. Alright. Anchor Watt. The other future counter base. Draw 1. Alright. Now, what do we got over here? They might be able to bust Cedar Grove now. Worst case, they could use Clinch. Play an Underdog, use Clinch to reduce both these to 0. Make it less likely that they can break the base. Yeah, they're not drawing the noble waste cards, they're just drawing boxer stuff right now. Oh, this is appreciated. I think we do want to get the Duchess back now. Just so we have a chance to draw it. And yeah, we're going to do this. We'll use Underdog's talent to give Grottle -2 and Underdog +2. We'll play Clinch and reduce these guys both to 0. Put them here, but they're not actual monsters. They're just 0. And we draw a card. Oh, there we go. There's a Nobles card. Yeah, see, there we go. Alright, oh, these appreciated as well. Now we've got Jelly Jam, which we know is going to hit a Narco, and we've got Jirachi. So we'll do Jelly Jam now. I think we're going to move this back to the Forge. Now we do Jirachi. Mana War. That's also just got to get drawn. If our stuff's about to get wasted, we don't necessarily want to leave the Narco there. We could power it up for 4 if we can break it. Did we move Jelly Jam? Yeah, we did move Jelly Jam. Cool. What are our options? I don't think we're gonna be able to break Cedar Grove. Might not even want to if we can. Would be pretty expensive and we'd be losing all this. Okay, well, okay. Let's do some math. Got 4 here. Then we got we need 9 more. Oh yeah, we can probably do that. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. And just do this. Yeah, okay. Okay. So what we do is uh, if we can go, yeah, we can just use Typhlosion, that's fine. Then Frogadier would be 6 total. And then any extra minion would do it. We could do level up. We could do level up instead. Pull Greninja. I don't think we need that. We also got future counters, which I do kind of want to spend. Yeah, it seems like we're not going to be able to get around needing to use Typhlosion. I guess we can do Future Sight. Irukandji. Well, let's think. If we add power to Grottle, it does actually have the power. So we can put him back and just give him -3. Yeah. If we draw 1 Irukandji, then we can use Jelly to, to activate Jirachi and play an Irukandji. Play 1 Irukandji with Jelly, use Jirachi to play the other. That goes over here. That would be 6 power. And then this would be, yeah, that would be enough. That'd be pretty efficient. I think I like that idea. Leave both Irukandji on top. We use our draw counter. play Not Ready for This Jelly. Play an Irukandji on the Forge. Start with Irukandji's ability. Mark on Irukandji. Then trigger all the start of turn abilities. We put another mark on, and we do Jirachi, which reveals another Irukandji. Then we play this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, and let's not forget draw as well. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of what Jellymon can do when they start getting going. They can just keep going. Alright, do they have any specials? I don't think so, right? I mean, let them eat cake isn't gonna help at all. There's one minion of power 2 or less there. That's not gonna swing it. Yeah. Now this stuff goes to the discard pile for real. Yeah, I mean, your kanji does kick in, but it doesn't do anything, so. These were good while they lasted. They did their job. And now they actually draw 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30 Irukandji. Great. Love it. Okay. Boxer Noble's got to start putting in some work if they want to come back from this. Oh, hey, it's the skeleton base. Is the Duchess useful? Theoretically, we don't even want to break the forge unless we can put the necessary number of minions there, and that is not something Boxer Nobles are very good at doing. Hmm. What they can do is use Reach. I don't even know if they want to. They might just need to take the L on Forge as well. It's funny because you don't win by losing, you know? Like, if Forge falls to Jellymon, like, the score's gonna be 6 to 11. And that's kind of hard to come back from. So, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna play Duchess. And they'll play Title Belt on her, I guess. We can use this to calculate power. We do have the most power in play. If we want to do ringside, we'd be getting back Jabs and Haymaker instead of playing Title Belt. That's actually not a bad idea. While we can, just do that while we can. Yeah. Reload. Quick Jabs, uppercut. Shuffle 'em in, draw 3. Oh, nice. Alright, cool. Now we draw 2 for turn. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got one more. We got one card to discard. What is this one? Hmm. Jellymon will have a pretty easy time fulfilling this. I think we can get rid of it. Okay. Yeah. When did they? They should not have this right now. They will momentarily, but they shouldn't have it right now. Good catch. Right, yeah. Jelly Jam. Now they got this. Then they'll do Jirachi. Turtwig. Yeah, I guess they may as well. Irukandji gets a mark. There's no opportunity for us to spend these before we play the minion there, so, well. Yeah, we're going to try and break Forge this turn. I don't think that's any big surprise. Oh, Jelly Jam has to go somewhere else. May as well put in a nice crown. That is the base we would use to win the game. Uh, hmm. No, this Irukandji also gets a mark. Doesn't really matter. Oh, this goes away. So we gotta add 11 there? Hmm. Frogadier would be what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Hmm. I mean, we can do this with that, I guess. Which minions are in our deck still? We're gonna have a Mana War. We're gonna have the Lion's Mane. With Lion's Mane, we might be able to get the solo. That would be kind of obnoxious. Hmm. Hmm. Can we pull back Jirachi with Volt Switch? That would be funny. Hmm. Pull back Jirachi, play Torterra, probably. That would be net -1 power. We can use our power counter to recoup that. Then we can use Frogadier. That's only 9 out of the, well, 10 once we factor this in. Out of the 11 we need. Ah! uh, it's close. Do the math again, just in case. Yeah, this is only getting +1. Take this out, put this on, put this on. This goes down by 5. This gets 1 more power. Do this. It's too short. It's not 1 short, it's 2 short. Okay. Hmm. We don't have a minion anywhere else. Try and do this the most efficient way possible. That 19 is if we play Frogadier there. And, hmm. Worst case scenario, we just do parental bond, play third Irukandji there, and that's gonna be exactly enough. But we can also just use our, well, we can use our power counter anyway. Hmm. Yeah, the problem is not will we break the space, it's will we be able to do it efficiently. Go with the tides is an interesting option, but I don't think we can play it and move somebody over. Hmm. Ice crown with bioluminescence. I don't think it's a question that we should break Hephaestus Forge. Hmm. Something we could do is level up Jirachi into the lion's mane, but I don't think we can break the base after we move the power. We get rid of the power. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we're just going to have to settle for Irukandji and Frogadier being used. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We can use our reshuffle counter as well. Get back something, probably Typhlosion. Yeah, just need to end the game. We don't need Jirachi back. And there's no point in using the power counter. And we'll use Parental Bond, play Irukandji. Yeah. And then Frogadier will reduce the breakpoint by 6. We get another reshuffle counter from the Forge. Yep, and that's it. And then before the base scores, they'll spend these for VP, the base ability. They've got Sucker Punch, but like, really? No, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna help at all. Unless we can do like Title Belt. We might be able to solo Ice Crown next turn if we do that. Yeah. Well, okay. Just thinking about Boxer Noble's turn here. What's going to happen is they're going to play Noble by Marriage, and they're going to play Filthy Peasant. We play this Filthy Peasant first to give Noble by Marriage a target. Each of these is worth 5, so that's 15. Then Duchess can kick in, and they'll have 2 minions there, so we can play a Bruiser there for 18. Then that can be quick jabs and something. 15, 18, quick jabs. If we have Title Belt out, then that's all we need. We can spend our other action on something else, I guess. We okay. Bottom line is we can do this. We can do that without playing Sucker Punch, so we should. Actually, no, we do need to use Sucker Punch to play Tidal Vault. Yeah, okay. Sucker Punch, play Tidal Belt on the Duchess. And they're going to use Let Them Eat Cake to kick off the peasants that they play. Okay, so they got a plan. They're not completely up the creek without a battle. You're going to get Jelly Jam off the board, which is good. Oh, wow, nice. Okay. Yeah, now we play Filthy Peasant. And we're making a giant Duchess to move with Bob and leave. That's the idea here. I don't think it's going to be like enough to break Anchor Water or anything like that, or even Haunted Mansion. Although that would be a nice chunk of VP. I don't think so anyway. Okay, we play No But My Marriage to get another Filthy Peasant. Play it at Ice Crown Citadel because, we have another minion that that player has a minion there. Then we use Duchess's Talent to play Bruiser. Then we do Quick Jabs here. How much power is this? 14? Oh, wow, we will be able to break either of those. We didn't need Tidal Belt. And this is all deterministic, so, I mean, I don't have to play Sucker Punch. Wow, they can just straight up solo either of these. It might be better to do Anchor Watt because even though it's technically worth one less VP, the future counters are really, really good. Hmm. Yeah, we don't actually need Title Belt. I'm debating whether or not they should be allowed to pull back Sucker Punch or not. Hmm. Uh, kind of leaning towards no. Well, okay, the thing is, they know that Jellymon passed on specials after they played Sucker Punch, but also like there's no point in them playing specials. Like there's no removal in phase 3 for them. Uh, okay, I think it's okay for them to take it back. We'll see if it matters, but I think they didn't really gain any information between when they played Sucker Punch and when I finished doing the math. So I think it's okay. And then we'll do Haymaker. How many cards do we need to discard to get to 18? 4. We'll do all those from the deck. This is probably going to hit like Champion or something. Bruiser, Rail Pain. Yeah, and a Tea Time. I mean, that sucks, but at the same time, like, I think they'll be okay. Yeah. The only real question is, I guess it is as hot. There is a question of whether they want Haunted Mansion because Haunted Mansion lets them keep Duchess and it lets them have 13 VP instead of 12, which does sort of matter for scoring. It forces Jellymon to get a solo. Yeah, forcing Jellymon to get a solo is actually kind of important. So yeah, they're going to go for Haunted Mansion instead of Anchor Wat. Okay. Ice Crown scoring. We'll do Let Them Eat Cake. Destroy the Filthy Peasants. Which places 2 more power counters on the Duchess. And no specials from these guys, right? I don't think so. No. Yeah, no. So that's 4 VP solo. Play Bob and Weave. This is what Bob and Weave does. It just gets double scores. Yeah, nice daily tea time. That'll be useful. Ice Crown cleans up. Yeah, this is what Boxer Nobles are supposed to do. Ooh, Other Castle Blood. That's really good for them, I think. Yeah, that'll be really good. Haunted Mansion scoring a single 20 power minion. Yeah. I guess they didn't need all of those discards from Haymaker. They could have sufficed with 2 fewer. Oh well. We'll see if that matters or not. Haunted Mansion. They're gonna bury on Other Castle Blood. Because that's a really safe base for them to build up on. Yeah, it's super safe. We replace Haunted Mansion. Cousin Larry's Smoke Pit, huh? Yeah, this is suddenly a very bad game for Jellymon. When your opponent gets 7 VP solo in a single turn, that's bad. They basically have 1 turn to get this out. Yeah, if the Duchess comes out, then that's really bad. Although they've got 8 cards left in the deck, they might be able to put something together. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, I don't think they can quite break Other Castle Blood this turn. Cousin Larry's is nice, because it's a 1 VP for second place. Other Castle Blood is also good in that respect. And maybe Duchess should actually be going here, now that I'm thinking about it. Because the at least 2 VP for both places is kind of what they want. It's a base that they win the game on, even if they lose. And we haven't started playing this turn, so that's fine. Like, they just wouldn't know Cousin Larry's Smoke Pit is coming out. That's the only difference. Kind of inclined to say we do Other Castle Blood, put Torterra there, play Bioluminescence somewhere, probably on Other Castle Blood. It's just something we can destroy with the base eventually. Yeah. And if we happen to draw some things that can do marks, like the last Irukandji, then great. But I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. We'll see. Yeah. No. Okay. This gets uncovered. We have now played a minion this turn. So we can do the Duchess. Although I don't think we can break the base, which is annoying. Hmm. We do need to actually win the base on Other Castle Blood. We can use High Society and Underdog. Increase the breakpoint by 4. Yeah. Yeah, no second minion to play with Duchess, unfortunately. What's this one do? That's right. There's no escaping. Woohoo! Even if they play a minion somewhere else. Okay, these guys are up. High Society is annoying. Let's switch. None of these are quite good enough, I don't think. Let's think. Destroy this for 9. This is 13, 14, 15. And I don't have a great action to play as far as actually adding power goes. So I think they need to hold out for one more turn. We'll play. Playing Mana War is slightly risky, but playing Froakie is slightly riskier on paper at least. I think it might be good to do Froakie anyway. Another thing we can think about is potentially drawing Greninja, which can be played in phase 3, because our specials are going to matter quite a bit. The Go with the Tides is unfortunately not useful right now. Now let's get at the -1 breakpoint counters. Forgot they had those. But yeah, I think the safest thing for them to do is put Froakie there, encourage them to keep things close, do Cousin Larry, and get rid of these. Hope we draw a Greninja. No. Oh, Jump in the Water does allow us to do marks. I kind of want to do Tailwind. Do we want the extra chance to draw Greninja, or do we want the mark for Go with the Tides? Well, Don't Go in the Water gives us both, but or do we want Tailwind to give us a guarantee on breaking Castle Blood next turn? If all else stays the same, can we break without Tailwind? Well, any one breakpoint, we would be playing probably Volt Switch and Typhlosion and Man of War. And that would be 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so we can get away with not playing Tailwind. Might need to do that. So we can afford to do Don't Go in the Water and still break other Castle Blood next turn. Ooh, Lion's Mane, it's also good. Alright. Now we draw 2. And do we draw? No, we do not draw Greninja, which is very bad. That makes it much more likely that they're going to win the base, or win the game. Because now we don't have specials. Alright. Now this. They can drop the breakpoint back down to 17. Then at that point they need to add 11. 3 cards left in the deck. Tea time. Tea time's very powerful. But let's see. What's the minimum it could hit? Are all the 2s at least gone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 2s in the discard pile. There's 4 Irukandjis, 2 Atollas for 6, 3 Narcomedusae for 9, and then the 3 Pokemon 2s for 12. Oh, and the 12th one is right here. It's Froakie. So all the 2s are gone. What about the 3s? There are 3 3s. 1, 2, 3. So tea time's at least a 4. Guaranteed. Without knowing a thing about their hand. That does... It does make things very scarily close for other Castle Blood actually scoring. We do have Sucker Punch, though. And we have Underdog, which helps a lot. And we have Duchess. We don't have any minions, do we? We don't have any minions. That's actually kind of concerning. We can do Underdog. Then the power would be 7. It'd only be 7. I don't think they can do that. I don't think they can afford to do that. They need to break the base without giving it to them, because they don't want the score to be 14-14. They want to end the game. Okay. We can think about Castle Blood's ability. That might be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to return itself, but it's better to use it for power, obviously. 7. This would make 10 power. 10 power to their at least 6. Maybe 7. That means if they don't hit Greninja, then Greninja's a liability. It does break the base, though. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it does. Side note, I'm pretty sure Greninja's the only minion left in their deck, but these guys don't know that. Yeah, because 1, 2, Typhlosion's here, Torterra's there, Greninja's in the deck. Lion's Mane is here, Jirachi's in, yeah. Greninja's the only minion left in their deck, but Boxer Nobles don't know that. Like, as far as they know, it could be any of the Jellyfish minions or Greninja, and hitting the Jellyfish stuff would be bad, especially Lion's Mane, which could bring in Froakie. I don't know. If it if it were to whiff, would they be able to recover with what's in their deck? Hmm. There is Sucker Punch that we can contend with, that we can use to swing things if they miss. Let's say worst case scenario, they hit Lion's Mane. That would be 7, 9, 10 power from Torterra. Then for Greninja would be 14, 15. Can they counteract 15 power? They would start at 10 with quick jabs before tea time. Let's see. Title belts. We don't have opportunity to play that. Sucker Punch would be playing Knockout Uppercut to go to 12. And this would be, yeah. Yeah, they can pretty handily work out that it should be doable, guaranteed. Okay, so yeah, they'll go for it. Quick jabs. Into tea time. And Greninja is very sad because he's right there. It was the next card. Yeah, and Brick Point goes down by 4. Yeah, they don't even have to use Sucker Punch, but Sucker Punch did give them the security. Okay. Oh, yep, that's it. And they've got Go with the Tides, but it's only 1 power. That's game. Yeah. It's hard to come back from your opponent getting 7 VP solo in a turn. Like, we saw Jellyfish were just completely unstoppable for like 3 or 4 turns in a row. And then it was just kind of all undone with a single big turn from Boxer Nobles. But that's kind of what happens sometimes, you know? I think if they'd seen Greninja a little bit earlier, then things would have been a bit different, because they could have been a bit more efficient with their minions. But, no, well. Like, if they had managed to have presence on Haunted Mansion, even. Like, they could have, during that double score, if they had drawn Greninja, played him on Haunted Mansion to have presence there, and then the score at that point would be 13 to 12. And that's actually a very, very good argument for the Duchess going to Haunted Mansion as well instead of Anchor Watt, because if they had had Greninja, then that would have not been game over instantly, but the score would have been 12 to 14 instead of 13 to 11 or 13 to 12. That's just a lot worse. But yeah, if the score had been 13 to 12, then they wouldn't necessarily have needed to go for Castle Blood. They could have gone for Cousin Larry's. And I think they could have broken Cousin Larry's. With the hand that they drew, they could have played. They could have had Torterra, Manowar, and Typhlosion, and yeah, that would be 15. It would be 16 actually. Yeah, so if they managed to get that extra VP, they would have won. Wait, no, what am I saying? That would only be 14. Sorry. Would have been a much closer game at least. Yeah, as it stands, score is 16 to 12. All right. Well, I'll see you in the next game. This continues the streak of the lower seed winning the first game. I'm starting to realize that first player advantage is pretty big. I mean, it is in vanilla Smash Up too, but I think especially with the customs, especially these very, very fast decks, being able to go first means a lot. We'll see if Jellymon can pull off the comeback, but I do have my bets against them, so we'll see. All right. And it's time for game number 2. Since Jellymon lost the last game, they're going to be going first this time. We're using our medium risk base deck. Let's get right into it. Alright, it's a 5-star restaurant. If you're not familiar with the card rarity, rare just means it appears exactly once in your deck, and common means it appears more than once. All the Pokemon minions are rare, which means they're going to get quite a boost out of that. I'm debating whether we play Torterra there now or next turn if we want to play an Irukandji first. I think we can afford to play Torterra first, in case we draw a good action we can play. That's not a great action to see right now. Hopefully we can save this for a Jirachi, but if we can't, then that's okay. For now, I think we just draw 2. Okay. Towers of Charnia in the opening base spread is a little bit annoying, but I think we'll be able to make some use out of it. And this is not a great opening hand. I think what we can do is play Noble Attempt on Torterra, because that will draw us a card that is rare. And hopefully we can draw a better minion to play than a Filthy Peasant. Because we would rather use that for 5 power instead of just 2 for somebody else. Ah, that's better. That is definitely better. So yeah, we will play the Duchess now. Yeah. And then next turn we actually have a play to break Shambhala, I think. Yeah, we just play the Filthy Peasant, move over Torterra. And that's going to be 6 to 8 power. The breakpoint will go down by enough to break it. And we'll have an action, of course. So yeah. Minion action, yeah. Okay. Cool. This is a big liability for Jollyman, obviously. I don't think we're really gonna be able to win Shambhala or something. We could play Irukandji, and then that sort of gives us a threat to the Duchess, but I'm not entirely sure. Hmm. It's tough. Because it's not like we can break 5-star this turn. That would be a little bit ridiculous. So yeah, I think what we could do is Irukandji and not ready for this jelly, like both Irukandjis over on Shambhala. That gives us a good threat to break it. Good threat to break it next turn and to straight up win the base, even if nobles try and swing it. So yeah, we can try that. Unless they draw like let them eat cake, but that seems unlikely at this point in the game. Yeah. Oh, I'm just realizing now these should be over here. There we go. Mark. We'll play this. Mark from the on play. Mark from the start of turn. Mark from the start of turn. So yeah, now we have hopefully a pretty good wall to dissuade them from going for that. Good. Bad timing with this. That's okay. Alright. The Duchess. I think with the underdogs and the Filthy Peasant, we should be able to still win Shambhala. Let's just do some math. And the Filthy Peasant, I don't even think we need to use the Filthy Peasant, potentially. Well, start by moving over Torterra. Moving over Torterra and playing, introducing the breakpoint. We can just play the underdog. And in fact, if we do that before we do, if we play one on 5-star, let's say, before we move over Torterra, then we can use Duchess to play a second underdog here. That would be 7 to 6. Your kanjis are obviously a problem, but we can get rid of one of them with Irukandji's own ability. That's part of Jellyfish's balance, but here it looks like it will end up not working in Jellyfish's favor. So yeah, before we do a noble attempt, we'll play an underdog on 5-star. We do have to discard a card. I think we'll discard Royal Pain. Then we'll move over with noble attempt. The Duchess will play another underdog. The underdog will use its ability, give itself +2, and give Torterra -2. TTS, please. Thank you. And then we will use Irukandji's ability, move all the marks to the underdog, and destroy the Irukandji. Yep. And now Shambhala will score. Very unfortunate for Jellymon. The Irukandji, I guess, can do something, but oh. This is one of the big reasons why I like this combo is that underdog is so good for nobles. Being able to sap the power away from the minions that you put out for the other players is just really good. Yeah, it's Irukandji is not enough to swing the base. It would have been if we had both of them. We don't. So, oh. 3 VP to 1. And now our discard pile is stocked for Towers of Journey. Both discard piles are, I suppose. Ooh, Burning Building. That is going to receive a breakpoint reduction counter because we're checking to see if it scores now. And then end of turn, they draw 2. Alright. Jellymon are up. This is very unfortunate for them. Something they can start with is 5-star. Play Jirachi there. See what they get with the draw. And what do they have in their discard? Not ready. Okay. As far as actions go, Torterra. Eventually they might be able to make a play for breaking towers into playing Not Ready and Torterra. We'll see though. I don't think they'd be able to actually get a double score with that, unfortunately. Start with Jirachi. Draw. There's not really an action that we would really want to play, so I think we're going to hold it there. Do Burning Building. Okay. Let's see. This needs 15 to break. Yeah, no way they can do that. Kind of don't want to play any of this stuff. Yeah, both of these would just be blanks. Would we rather the Bruiser be a blank or the Filthy Peasant be blank? Because we don't have rare cards to play to draw with 5-star. Could also just not play a minion. And play with Royal Pain on Burning Building. And then I'm kind of debating just not playing a minion. I think Boxing Nobles can get away with that because of cards like the Duchess. I kind of care about quality of minions over quantity anyway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these guys are easy enough to play. That's fine. We gotta do Burning Building. These guys. Jirachi has to go. That has to just get drawn. We've been seeing a lot of that. Jirachi's not played many cards. Has drawn a lot though. Let's see. Mana War is not useful yet. Kind of want better minions in our just, especially with Towers of Eternity out. We can just play a minion from our Jessica pile that would really want back. Let's see. With Volt Switch, we can play Frogadier and Typhlosion on towers, and that would be 3, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that would break it. Can we do Froakie instead? 2, 6, 7, 8. Froakie makes 9 with the reduction counter. Yeah, nope. No, it would have to be Frogadier. Which would kind of suck. We'd at least get to play Not Ready, play some extra cards with Jirachi, which we could use to start putting stuff on Burning Building. Yeah, yeah, that's not bad. And then our mana wars start becoming useful. I'm just wondering if that's actually a good use of all of our stuff. Mm, I think it's okay, actually. Oh, I know, we can't. If we do Volt Switch, then obviously. Oh, we just do a Parental Bond. We don't do Volt Switch. We just do this. If we need to keep Jirachi out. Yeah, okay. So we'll do Frogadier, Parental Bond, Typhlosion, and Frogadier Talent. Tower scores, nothing here. We can play Parental Bond, I guess. But no, I think we'd rather do Torterra. Oh, and we have to do Burning Building before I forget. Because this is going to set them up to break Burning Building next turn. And then they play Not Ready. Play Froakie, who will place another breakpoint reduction counter on Burning Building. And then we trigger all of our star turn abilities, including Jirachi. Hey, that one's nice. And we'll draw a card for 5-star playing Froakie there after we do this. We'll put the Narco here. Yeah, even just denying this to these guys, prevent them from getting back the Duchess and Noble Attempt, is really nice. Yeah, okay. Now we will draw a card for playing Froakie, a rare card on 5-star Restaurant. And now we clean this up. Okay. Ooh, that would have been nice. We check to see if Burning Building scores again, so we put a reduction counter. 6, yes, 14 is correct. If these guys can add 8 power, oh, no. These guys have -1 apiece because of Royal Pain. So it's actually a little bit more than, they have to add 10 unless they can play 2 minions there, which I don't think they can. Can they get 5-star Restaurant? Take out Jirachi. If they play Filthy Peasant. Yeah, the big problem is that they don't have something to chain with quick jabs. If they did, then that would be a lot easier. But maybe we just play New Money and call it there. I think I'm okay with that. Getting the VP from Burning Building is important. We can tackle 5-star when we have a better hand. Losing out on towers is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. We can deal with it. Do this. And draw. Okay. No action still, but Lady in Waiting will be good. It'll be worth 6 on 5-star. Okay, Burning Bill. Jellymon. Star turn, Jirachi. This can only get a 4. Can they solo Burning Building with this? Oh, well, okay. We should have. What we should be doing is giving the Narco power anyway. That would be much better to do before we see what this is, no matter what it is. So the Narco is a 3. Which means we can do New money. Okay. Just gives us a generic extra minion play. That's nice. I like that. Okay, we're gonna play that. That destroys the narco. And this. They'll search, I think, for Lion's Mane. Yeah. That'll allow us to move over Froakie if we need the power. Let's see, what do these guys grab? They can grab a 4 or less. Grabbing a challenger seems nice. Over a lady in waiting, I think. Because that'll help us break 5-star. Yep. Torterra will react to gain a power. Because we played an extra card. And now we go. We might be able to do Lion's Mane. Or sorry, we might be able to get away with not playing Lion's Mane. I'm not sure though. We can play 2 minions. One of them has to be now, because we gained an extra play outside our play cards phase. If we play Lion's Mane, that's 9, 10, 11. Oh, Torterra reacts for the 12th power we need. And then we have both of our regular plays to do whatever we want with. I like that. Lion's Mane moves over Froakie. And Torterra reacts to gain a power. We don't need to add more because Burning Building will provide the last breakpoint reduction we need. And now we have our regular plays to do whatever we want with. I like playing a Mana War. On Winter's Redoubt. I would want to play. Okay, it's the writing's definitely on the wall that we're gonna lose 5-star restaurant next turn, so it's a good thing that we're getting this solo. I think we'll be okay as far as getting soloed goes. Nobles generally don't get solos, and you'd have to kick off a 5 anyway, which they can do, but it's not easy. See, we don't really want to play Don't Go in the Water on 5-star, even though it draws us an extra card because it's rare. I think what we'll do is we'll play Mana War, we'll play Don't Go in the Water, both on Winters. And then we'll do Don't Go in the Water's Talent. Cool. Yep, I think that's everything. Yeah. Burning Building is going to score. We have the option to play Greninja to take back Lion's Mane if we want. Then we lose Greninja. I like Greninja. Lion's Mane is probably better though. And we have Mana War to shuffle it back. Shuffle Greninja back. So I think it's okay for us to just do this. Yeah. They'll get their 3 VP, return Lion's Mane to their hand with Greninja's granted ability, and then the rest of this goes to... Oh, did I account for... Hold on, I don't think I counted for Royal Pain power. Depowering, I should say. Yeah. It is going to be 1 short. We can fix that by playing an extra card. So like instead of playing Don't Go in the Water, we play like Volt Switch. Bit of a unfortunate use of Volt Switch, I guess, but yeah. But if it breaks the base while we have the ability to get a solo, I think that's good. So yeah, we play like I don't know the Irukandji first, and then we play Volt Switch, return it, and then play Mana War, and that gives Torterra the last power that we need. Oh no, it doesn't because Froakie needs to be depowered as well. Torterra, yeah, should have 3 extra power. Torterra is a uh, Torterra is 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 10, 11. Yep. So it's actually a little bit trickier than that. Um, they can actually like play Greninja. Hold on. Yeah, this is a little bit trickier than I'm giving it credit for, thanks to Noble Royal Pain. So Torterra doesn't have that power yet because we haven't played another extra card. I would really rather not. We can play Level Up and see what we get there. Like kill Froakie. Yeah, so that's what we can do instead. We can do Level Up to play one of the threes. I guess just Grottle or whatever the 3 is in the grass line. Yeah. So we're actually gonna do is this. Oh no, we have to do one of the 2s. Okay, we do Cyndaquil then. Cyndaquil plays the power counter. Torterra gets the power for playing an extra card, and then our normal minion will be the Mana War that we've been trying to play. Yeah. Now this properly scores. We play Greninja. We get the VP that I already recorded. We return Lion's Mane. Now it's all kosher. Okay. Okay. I guess we can do Mana War's talent, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah, stasis counter comes off of this. We're going for 5-star restaurant this turn, for sure. And we can use 5-star to trigger Winners or Doubt. That's nice. Let's see, we're definitely playing the Challenger there, I think. It's unfortunate we don't have an action to chain it into, but I mean, if it breaks the base, it breaks the base, you know? Does it break the base? We'll have to see, I guess. Uh, for what it's worth, we can do this. Not that that's worth very much. Discard, Milvirish, Winners or Doubt triggers. We play Quick Jabs, which brings us to 14 power out of 19 breakpoint. So then we need 5 more. So Filthy Peasant does it. We don't need the Lady in Waiting. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Reduce the breakpoint with Challenger's ability. And then our normal minion is a Filthy Peasant. And yeah, the Filthy Peasant could give Challenger the 3 power we used to reduce the breakpoint. We still need an action that gives us at least 3 power, so yeah, it doesn't so much matter what we do with that. Alright. 5-star is scoring. Yeah, oh, we have to discard a card for the Filthy Peasant. Discard an underdog. Yep. Yeah. We'll have played the underdog with Winner's Redoubt, and we'll discard the Nova Reach. Yeah. Why is this 20? That's wrong. Okay. Now we're good. Nothing here. No marks for Go with the Tides. Yeah. This goes over here. Okay. Oh, let them eat cake. Okay. Cool. Mana War. What do we want back? We've got some good stuff to get back. I actually think highest priority is Typhlosion, then Greninja, then Jirachi. Yeah. It's okay if we don't get Jirachi back because it's pretty slow. What we can do is do Lion's Mane on like Central Souk or something. Force them to have a minion on 10 by 10 room. And then we have Don't Go in the Water. Start drawing cards. Put that on Souk. Sure, I like that. Put that on Souk to make them help us. Move the underdog to 10 by 10. Play Don't Go in the Water. Now we'll do this. Okay, that was minion in action. Draw 2. Wait, no, we don't draw 2. We reveal 2 cards. Okay. And again, we're in the situation where our minions are going to be blank. Let's see. Ballroom Diplomacy could let us move Lion's Mane to wherever we want. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of ways we can make use of that. I guess we're just going to be playing the Bruiser on like Winters, I guess, to have presence there. Yeah. The idea of trying to get draw with Don't Go in the Water is sort of appealing, but It's probably a trap. Um, the VP is obviously not great, and I think I'd rather spend my turns advancing. Well, okay. If they win Central Souk, that's great, but that seems a little bit difficult. If we lose Central Souk, the score is 10-8. Not the worst thing in the world unless a 5-point base is flipped. And obviously, if we can manage to pull something off and win Central Souk on our next turn, that's great. Uh, yeah, I think we'll be okay if we do this. Okay. Clinch will help a lot. Another bruiser is not the best. Hmm. Okay. Now I draw these. Hmm. Will Lion's Mane move the underdog over? Oh, they have to do 10 by 10 room. Filthy Peasant. This is presented. They also have Mana War. See if they move over the underdog, that's 10 power. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way to break it this turn because our hand is mostly jellyfish cards. Okay, so Mana War is going to get back Greninja. I kind of like the idea of playing a Narco on 10 by 10 room. And we can play Jelly Jam on 10 by 10 room. If we lose Central Souk, the score is going to be 7-11. So we need to act fast and score another 4-pointer before they have a chance to do that for themselves. The worst thing that could happen is if they have Bob and Weave and a bunch of power actions, but based on what they did last turn to break 5-star, that seems a little bit unlikely. So I think what we can do is do Narco and Jelly Jam. And we'll do Mana War Talent for Central Souk, I suppose. Doesn't really matter that much because they don't have any marks there. Oh, actually they do. Or they will with Don't Go in the Water. Okay, so how are we going to notate this? We're going to notate this as a mark on Central Souk. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. These bases have an interesting reaction. An interesting interaction, I should say. Because this will likely shuffle the cards seen by Central Souk. Okay. Now we reveal 2, and now we do 10 by 10 room. Wow, okay, cool lava. Alright. Now though, let's see, Lion's Mane, I don't think it's gonna do anything. Okay. So now we just have these guys. Central Souk needs, what is that, 13? 13, yeah. Hmm. I think we're playing a Lady in Waiting for our minion this turn, if we're gonna break Central Souk. Use Ballroom Diplomacy to move over the Mana War. That's 12. Then we can play another action. Then we'll do Lady in Waiting. That'll be 16, 18. We'll have 3 plus 7 plus 2 is 9 to their 9. Okay, we do need some real power, which is going to be hard to come by, it looks like. Can we instead break a different base? I don't think so. Not while we win it, at least. So what we could do instead is clinch something. Equal or lesser power. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time breaking Central Souk while we actually win it. And we don't really have many clinch targets either. I guess there's 10 by 10 room. Yeah, the downside of 10 by 10 room is actually kind of being annoying here, because what we would like to do is play that Filthy Peasant on Central Souk, and then use clinch to negate the Lion's Mane's power for a turn. But yeah, that ain't happening. Not yet, at least. Bare hand is pretty sucky. I don't think they would want to break Central Souk at a loss. It's just such a big VP deficit. Is it possible we could go for 10 by 10 room? That would be kind of nice. Ballroom Diplomacy to move Lion's Mane over for 9. Play the Lady in Waiting for... Well, okay, at the very least that gets Lion's Mane off of Central Souk, which denies them some draw, and we can clinch that for more power. Yeah, at the very least we can do that. Ballroom Diplomacy moves over Lion's Mane for 9. Lady in Waiting is more power than the Filthy Peasant. It's 9, 13, 15. Then we could try to tea time. We would need quite a bit of power for that, though. 9, 15. we would need to hit at least a 4? 15, 22 minus 15 is 7. Yeah, we need to hit at least a 4. We have Let Them Eat Cake as a backup. How likely are they to hit a 4 on 10 by 10 room? Well, okay. With this math, if actually no, we can do the lady waiting, and then they only have to hit a 3 actually. How likely is it that they hit a 3? With what's in the discard? How many 2s are in the discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we established how many 2s does the deck have? There's the 3 from Pokemon, and there's 6, 7, 8, 9 in Jellyfish. 12 2s total in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them are accounted for. I don't like those odds. There's 6 misses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits are accounted for. How many of those are there total? There's Lion's Mane, the Mana Wars. 3 Pokemon 3s makes 6. 3 Pokemon 4s makes 9. Jirachi makes 10. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, 10. So they got slightly worse than 50-50 odds. No, even worse because they know Quilava is accounted for as well in the hand. So slightly worse than 50-50 odds because they can play the waiting afterward. They could play Tea Time first and then Bruiser Ballroom over the Lion's Mane and then clinch if they miss. That's an idea. Yeah, starting with Tea Time seems fine. Okay, sure. Okay. No, no. Start with Tea Time on 10 by 10 room. Yeah, that is a hit. I think that reduces the breakpoint by 5, not just 4. Hmm, neat. Anyway, now we can underdog. Underdog will gain 2. Somebody else will lose 2. Doesn't matter, except for putting somebody in cake range. Narco. I guess we'll put it on the Narco, just in case things end up being close. Yeah, then we'll lady. If we play Bruiser, hmm, we can do Bruiser and into Ballroom. And that's how much? It's 7 to 7 to how much? 7 to moving over 4, I guess. 7 to 10. The Narco's a 1. Did this wrong. I actually can't use Bruiser to play the, oh, yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, because this is the thing that grants an action. Okay. I'm trying to think, would it have been reasonable for them to play Ballroom before they play Tea Time and just bank on things? Because if it is, then this is kosher and we can just play Ballroom first. I'm trying to think if that's reasonable or not. Because they know that if they play Tea Time, yeah, playing Tea Time first is stupid because there's never a world. I was thinking about it wrong earlier. There's never a world where they hit something that allows them to break the base without Ballroom before then. If they do Ballroom into Tea Time and it misses, that's leaving a lot of power on 10 by 10 room, but they can clinch. They have clinch as a backup with the Bruiser if and only if they play Ballroom first, because Bruiser can play clinch. So I think it is reasonable for them to play Ballroom first, move over Lion's Mane to give themselves the best chance. Although the Lion's Mane has +1 from Typhlosion for doing it this way. And then Lady in Waiting is 8, 9, 10, 11. Cake will swing it. Okay, yeah. Lady in Waiting gives 3 power. Yeah. Then we score the base, let them eat cake, takes out the Narco, and gives a counter to the Bruiser, which swings it in their favor. They have Go with the Tide, so at least cash in the marks on Lion's Mane, which they'll probably do. It's probably the most use that card is going to get at this point in the game. Well, actually, no, it's not true, because we got Go in the Water. Don't go in the water. Yeah, there's definitely reason to think that we might be able to get better use out of Go with the Tides later. So, we'll hold off. 4 over here, 2 over here, and this stuff goes away. That is what nobles like to do. That is waste. Right there. Oh, Jelly Jam is gone too. Yeah, that's awful. Nightmare Avenue. Okay. Draw 2. Cool. Yep, this sucks. This sucks for them. They'll probably Man of War Typhlosion back again. I think they set up for a big go with the tides by playing Irukandji. Oh, actually, these guys don't draw those cards. They just reveal them because of Central Souk. They have the most power in Central Souk. Yeah. Now we've got Quilava, but again, we want to start building up Irukandji as much as we can help it. Don't go in the water. We'll force both these to get marked. Yeah, that's nice. And our action, I think, is going to be Tailwind on Winner's Redoubt. That's it. Yeah. They do actually draw them. Okay. Now these guys draw these cards. If they can break Central Souk, they win the game. If they can break any base, they win the game. I think what we do is we just do Filthy. We don't want to do Filthy Peasant necessarily because that gives them a lot of extra draw. If we do Clinch, we can do New Money on Central Souk and Clinch the Bruiser and the Irukandji. That's fine. Yeah, that seems fine. Well, I guess we'll do Clinch first. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now we'll play the Bruiser. Actually, if we play the Filthy Peasant now, then we would still have the most power there, because Clinch is a negative power reduction. It doesn't, um, it just, it doesn't continually set the powers to 0. It just sets them to 0 at a particular moment. So we can play New Money, we can play Filthy Peasant. Either of these are acceptable. I think I prefer the Filthy Peasant option. Eh, actually no, we can do New Money. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's some good stuff. These guys gotta act. I guess we can start with Don't Go in the Water. Oh, we also have Mana War if we want it. Frogadier, get that back. Then we'll do Don't Go in the Water. Okay. Oh, yeah, I don't draw this. I draw this. Eh. It doesn't so much matter what this card is, it's just going to get drawn at the start of the turn, assuming they have the most power. They wouldn't be going for that. They wouldn't be going for Central Souk anyway, they'd be going for, like, Winters, I think. Oh, we can also destroy Tailwind. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Cool. Now, we have 2 minions. And we can try and break Winters. Go with the Tides is worth 6 power. Oh, let's not forget the mark on the Irukandji from its own ability. Yes, this number of marks makes sense. It starts with 1. Don't go in the water gives it another. It gives itself 1. Don't go in the water gives it 1. Okay. It's worth 7 power. So that's going to bring us to 11 on Winters. And then we can do This is another 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine, we'll do the second Mana War. Oh, we have Quilava. Yeah, we'll play Quilava. And then Typhlosion. Sure. Okay. Boom. That's fine. We gotta do what we gotta do. Typhlosion. Is there another action we can use to... Is there another action we can use to break Winters? I don't know. Hmm, bioluminescence? No, that only has 3. Not ready. Not ready would do it, actually. And it leaves the marks on the Irukandji to give chance in hell at A, using Go with the Tides later, or B, using it to swing Central Souk. So yeah, we could do that. We could do Not Ready instead. And that plays an Irukandji there and gives the Narcomedusae, only gives the Narcomedusae 2 power. That's not enough. Yeah, that would only be 1921. Okay, Go with the Tides it is. Which 5 marks do we want to remove? I think we do remove all the marks on the Irukandji, just in case they... Oh my. Just in case they decide to destroy the Irukandji. Because Mana War is a one-time reduction. It's not gonna change if the Mana War leaves play. So we'll do boom, boom, for 5 power. Okay, when is Redat's gonna score? Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't win the game, so they're not gonna bother with that, I don't think. Yeah, Sucker Punch could do Noble My Marriage. I mean, they could still do that. They could definitely still do that just to put another minion on Central Souk. Yeah, sure. Sucker Punch. I'll play Noble My Marriage. They'll grab a Filthy Peasant. Where are the Filthy Peasants? Where's the last Filthy Peasant? On Central Souk. Okay. These guys still get their solo. We can play this just to get one more minion back, I guess. Oh, we can play this to move the Narco away as well. Yeah, I think if we're playing as if boxers aren't gonna win, then we should do this. Do we put the Narco on Central Souk in the hopes that we can swing it? Without Go with the Tides, no, that's not reasonable. So we'll do this. We'll move the Narco away. We'll shuffle one more minion into our deck. It's unfortunate that we don't have Greninja. We can shuffle Greninja back, I guess, if it's in our discard pile. Nope, it's not. Okay, so what do we want back with the Mana War? Lion's Mane? Yeah, Lion's Mane. And that's it as far as our turn abilities go. Yeah, now we can clean up. Yes, they do draw. Hey, look at that. I mean, it's probably not going to matter, but we'll see. Needs to go back. We do have to remember that Mana War talent is still affecting their power here, but it's going to be -2, so like not that much. Okay. These guys draw 2 cards from Central Soup. Cool. If we play Title Belt, then we can play Filthy Peasant for another set that brings us to 17. Title Belt can give us 3 more for 20, and then the minion count be 3 to 2, so no new money can give us the last 2 power we need. Nice. Title Belt, Filthy Peasant. We'll play the presented one because why not? Give our Bruiser 3 power. Title Belt gives the new money. Another 3 power copying. And then new money. We've played a minion. And another minion controls more minions. So he uses his talent for +2. Easy as that. There are probably a variety of ways we could have done this. All right, Central Souk. This goes down by 2. Big whoop. They can't even play Greninja. They can play Greninja on nowhere. Oh wait, well. They can play Greninja nowhere. Because there are no bases with a breakpoint small enough. Oh well. Alright, well that's game. Cannot say I am surprised by this result. Nobles in general do pretty okay against Swarm, and that obviously the hit on tea time was really good. Yeah, just not a surprising result in the slightest. Boxer Nobles are pretty good. And I'm excited to see how well they do in their next round. But for now, that's it. I'll see you all in the next match.